My name is Toki, also known as Lion apparently, and welcome back to my channel where today we're going to be continuing our tea series. That's right, it's tea time with Toki and I don't have tea. I almost forgot that I had this under my shirt. And on today's episode of Tea Time with Toki, even though she doesn't have tea, she's speaking in third person. Oh great. We're going to start talking about the metaphysical and medicinal properties and/or uses of tea. Today we're going to be talking about 4 different types of teas that all come from the same leaf. We're going to be talking about green tea, white tea, oolong tea, and black tea. In that order. There's a reason why I did that. But before we even get into the tea section of this, I would like to go ahead and talk about the plant first, because understanding the plant will help us in understanding the teas. So the plant specifically that tea comes from is the Camellia sinensis. It's right here. Otherwise known as the Japanese camellia. It's an evergreen shrubbery with very pretty flowers that can usually be found in Eastern or Southern Asia, specifically the Himalayas east to Japan and Indonesia. It is also called the queen of the winter flowers. So now that we have got the plant out of the way, finally, we're going to get down to the medicinal properties and/or uses of specifically green tea. Now the reason why I started off with green tea is because it's basically the plant. It's basically the plant in its rawest form. There's no fermentation and it's slightly oxidized. And it has said to increase alertness, caffeine, prevent certain cancers, lower cholesterol, and it may help regulate glucose in the body. It also helps boost your metabolism. It also helps to regulate dopamine levels, so it helps your brain with giving you happy chemicals. Now we get to the metaphysical uses, which is what I was very interested in. It's supposed to help the spiritual health, rejuvenation, longevity, energy or life, and money, because green equals money. Now we get on to white tea, which is still not fermented, but barely oxidized. And its medicinal uses would be, it's an antioxidant, it's an anti-inflammatory, it's supposed to help prevent and or treat degenerative diseases. It's supposed to prevent osteoporosis by increasing your bone mass. There was a car. And it's also supposed to help prolong the youthfulness of your skin. Now on to its metaphysical properties. Specifically for cleansing, clarity, aura healing, fertility, protection, psychic abilities, new beginnings, and wisdom. Now we're on to oolong tea. Semi-fertilized, semi-oxidized. And here are its medicinal uses. Everything that white tea had for its medical benefits, it has that. Plus, it lowers bad cholesterol, it reduces heart and vascular diseases, it protects teeth and regulates insulin for diabetics. Regulates your glucose levels for diabetics. Now on to its metaphysical properties. It's supposed to help with transformation, serenity, reflection, and emotional balance, or meditation. And now we're on to black tea, which is fully fermented and fully oxidized. Its medicinal uses would be reduces the chance of onset cardiovascular disorders. It's an antioxidant. It's supposed to suppress hunger. It improves blood pressure. It improves the status of insulin and decreases blood glucose. By the way, if you want to go ahead and check any of the websites that I got this information from, specifically the medicinal uses, because I had to search in several places just to go ahead and get a consensus of what the medicinal benefits of drinking these type of teas would be. They're in the description box below. Now we're on to its metaphysical properties, which is alertness, strength, willpower, prosperity, and courage. Now, a little known fact about all of these teas is that they all have different levels of caffeine. So if you're looking for like an alternative to coffee and you want as much caffeine as you can possibly get, you would usually want to go for a black tea, specifically like an Irish breakfast tea or an English breakfast tea. If you're trying to have like an afternoon tea time type tea, then you would probably want to go for like a white tea or a green tea, specifically because they still have they still are caffeinated. It's a lower dosage of caffeine. It's also better for people who are relatively sensitive to a lot of caffeine. And now oolong tea, which to me is similar to black tea, only not as aggressive. But however, if you don't want a caffeinated tea, then these are probably not the teas that are specifically for you. You would want to go with herbal teas. And that's all I have for today's tea talk. Hopefully when this video comes out, it'll actually be tea time. And you can go ahead and watch it while having a cup of tea for me, because while I'm recording this, I don't have a cup of tea with me right now. So I will do the stereotypical YouTuber outro, where I, as a stereotypical YouTuber, will tell you to do the following. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get all notifications, like literally turn it to all notifications just to make sure that YouTube knows that you want to have all notifications. Comment below your favorite type of tea. I'm down with iced tea because I'm an American. But if you have any other type of teas that you want to go ahead and learn more about for this tea series, also put those in the comment section down below. And I will be back next week. Toki out.